I will repeat it. Go ahead.
What confidence do we have in you being effective? You're a single conservative voice in the union-controlled, left-leaning California 2030 agenda, Sacramento cesspool.
So the reality, that's a big question, but the reality is.
What was it?
So the question was, what confidence do we have in you of being able to go into a cesspool of state California and get anything done in it? Yet be effective in what I'm saying. So the reality of all politics is, I will say some are doing it for the right reasons. So we'll say 90% of the politicians in Sacramento are there for themselves. They are there to get elected again, and that is it. If they do not get elected again, if the people that they're representing know that they are doing everything to make their lives miserable, they're not going to get elected again. That's why people are afraid of me. I'm not afraid of the camera. I'm not afraid of telling the truth, and I'm not afraid to call somebody out, especially when I can prove it. So the fear that they have is all of these things that are done in the dark that we don't know about, that think about what's happening in California, and how many of you said, when did that happen? And the reality is it happened 15 years ago. It happened 20 years ago, but you're just realizing it because all of these things are done in the dark. I will have daily briefings on the steps of the Capitol building to tell you about the failure the day before. This year, when we are talking about the cost of living, we can't function, boys and girls sports, and all the drama that was being brought to California, there was a day in the state legislature where they were sitting arguing about whether or not Sasquatch should be the state mythical character. That's what your lawmakers were doing while we are out here trying to make a life for ourselves in Sacramento or in California. It's not going to be as difficult as you think. It's going to just take somebody that's working for all of you rather than for themselves or special interests. And all I can do is promise you, your question is what confidence? I've been doing it for 8 years in the second largest county in the state. And so I have 8 years now of proof that everything that I've said I was going to do, particularly with money and changing agendas and changing directions, I've already succeeded. And I will be the only person on the ballot that has that record. So, history. Yes, sir.
Sheriff Bianco, I followed you on social media. Your social media posts have been legendary over the years, okay? But right now we have 2 Republican names that are running in this stuff. And we have to get at least one of you on the ballot to actually make a difference. So what are you doing to help differentiate yourself from Hilton and the other campaign? I'm a Republican. I love you. I like that guy also. Don't be specific. But one of you got to make it.
Yeah.
And we don't want to split the vote where 2 Democrats are that power.
So here's the thing. I can do nothing. So I will tell you what's happening, and this is the history of California Republican Party. This is not anything new. I just heard today, there are 60-something people that have declared that they're running for governor. 60-something.
Crazy.
This is going to be nuts. But this is both, between both of them. So this is what I'm going to say. I'm going to give you a tiny little explanation of what happens in California politics. There are right now 12 prominent Democrats. 12 prominent Democrats that are high up in the Democrat Party in California that are running. All but 1 or 2 of them are going to get out of the race. They've already said it, if Kamala Harris gets in. So here's the thing. I've met all of them. I've been on stage with all of them in debates and forums with all of them, all 12 of them. Actually not. The top 6, I've been with them. And I will tell you this, they're smart people. They're not dumb people. They are very, very smart people. They're intelligent, and they've done a lot. It's to harm us, I believe, but in their party, it's just going with the agenda. They are 100 times more capable and intelligent than Kamala Harris.
Yes.
So why are they all getting out? Listen, why are they all getting out when she gets in? Because the Democrat way is, and this has been for decades that we have failed on, the Democrat way is to find the person that they believe can win, and then everyone gets behind that person, and that's all you vote for. There is a special election in Central California that is predominantly Republican. 80%, I think, it's in the high 70s% Republican voters. Somebody left, special election, 6 Republicans ran and 1 Democrat. Who's the winner? The Democrat is not representing them because Republican egos, they want to be the best Republican. I'm going to be the best Republican and I'm going to destroy all the other Republicans. While all the Democrats say, we don't care if you're the best one, we think you have the best chance of winning and we're supporting you. That's what happens in California. And for us, we either are going to realize it and copy it, or unfortunately we might lose. So the reality of this is that, and as I talk throughout California, I don't have anything negative to say against Steve. Every Republican conservative that is running is going to say the same thing that I'm saying. They're not saying it is bold. They're saying they'll lower taxes. They're not saying they're going to eliminate it. They're trying to appease instead of promise and deliver. They're trying to just talk to the right crowd to get their support. They are all running, the Republicans are all running to be the top Republican. Well, for California, that'll be the first loser.
Right.
We absolutely must pick the person that has the best chance of winning. And this is what I say, this is what my wife will tell me. Unfortunately for her, that best person right now is me. If I believed that Steve had a chance of winning a statewide election, I would get behind Steve and I would use my power, my name, my influence to make sure that Steve won this election. The reality is, and this is, I don't want you to think I'm being rude or anything like that, but the reality is there is not, I need 15% Democrat, and there is not going to be one Democrat in California that votes for a Fox News host to be their governor. That's just simply true. And so it's got to be you that convinces him that. I'm just running my campaign. I'm running to prove to people that I am the best chance of winning and I will be your best governor. It's up to them to decide that their egos can be tossed aside and we can all get behind the same person.